for the NWA World Tag Team Championship. About to make their way to the ring, they are the team of Prime Time and the Fallen Angel Christopher Daniels. They are Triple X.
Well, I talked to Triple X earlier tonight, and they say that they intend to end the month of July 2004 just like they started it. The return of the Fallen Angel from the disabled list led to the reunion of Triple X. It's been 100% positive for this man, Christopher Daniels, and Prime Time ever since. Capped off their unbeaten streak on both Impact and pay-per-views when they knocked off Abismo Negro and Mr. Aguila to gain the title shot.
And their opponents, they are the current reigning and defending NWA World Tag Team Champions. They are the team of Chase Stevens and Andy Douglas. They are the Naturals.
Prior to last Wednesday night, I'm sure that many of you had questions about the viability of the Naturals as the NWA World Tag Team Champions. They went from gut-check pretenders to title contenders almost overnight. You probably even questioned the way they stole the tag titles from AMW. But last Wednesday, July 21st, 2004, Chase Stevens and Andy Douglas cemented their place in TNA history and in NWA history. They battled AMW on even terms before eventually retaining the titles that everyone in the world thought were headed back to Chris Harris and James Storm.
Think about it, Mike, today this team, the Naturals, has come so far, so fast. They made themselves known. They were so close to being eliminated from TNA. They made themselves known. And you know, you brought up the cage match last week. I think it even goes 1 week farther than that. In the double ladder match that they had with AMW, they showed everybody how good they could be, and then they reproved it the next week when they retained their titles in that unbelievable six-sided steel cage match. These guys are for real, and I think everybody's taking them serious from this day on.
Let's talk about the letdown factor. I know it's a subject that has to be addressed in this match. You see it in all sports. After a team comes off a grueling game or a grueling series with a rival, there's that tendency to let down. Well, the Naturals can't afford a letdown against Triple X, and they run the risk of losing the tag titles tonight. Let's face it, Triple X, NWA World Tag Team Champs back in 2003, looking to regain the gold tonight.
Mike, you make an unbelievable point right there after that epic battle that they had last week. How do you get up for a match with Triple X this week other than the fact that you got to retain your titles? Triple X has been thinking about nothing but the Naturals all week long and getting those belts back. We're going to see how focused the Naturals can be as you see a pin almost right there on Chase Stevens.
Well, maybe an advantage that the Naturals have in that situation is that the fact that they're not a veteran team. They're still a young team, just a year or so in the business. You know, maybe they won't suffer that letdown because they haven't been in that many high-profile matches like the one last week, like the one this week with the tag titles at stake.
Prime Time with two great spinning kicks right there. And I mean, right now, Triple X, well, Prime Time dominating. But one thing we know about Triple X, these guys are so fluid on tags. They work together so well as you see the teamwork right here.
Great double team takeover by Triple X, punctuated with a knee drop by Daniels, and the Fallen Angel gets a 2 count on Chase Stevens. Let's take you back a couple of weeks ago. These teams met with Impact. This is a rematch from that bout, which, covered here by Daniels and another near fall. Triple X were the winners of that match.
Well, they were winners on a referee, on a judge's decision. I mean, Dusty Rhodes had to make the decision on who it was going to be, whether it was going to be Triple X or whether it was going to be the Naturals. It could have gone either way. Triple X just happened to be a little more aggressive when the time ran out. That one, though, you almost have to call a draw.
You know, I think it just also illustrates just how deep, just how competitive this tag team division is in TNA. The fact that they were able to battle so closely with Triple X a couple of weeks ago before Triple X got the judge's decision. Another double team move. Prime Time and Daniels with the slam on Douglas, and then Prime Time takes his own partner, drops him down across, and then goes for the pin on Andy Douglas.
Well, you talked about it again, about how competitive this tag team division is. We mentioned at the top of the show, and we think about the likes of the Naturals, the likes of AMW, the likes of Triple X, the likes of Team Canada. Throw in Three-Line Crew, the Elite Guard, and Dallas and Cash, and you are looking at an unbelievable contingency of tag team partners.
Primetime connects with the clothesline. Outside, you see the cheap shot by Chase Stevens.
Well, he paid for it.
That just got Christopher Daniels interested.
Oh, what a great teamwork move that was. As Primetime just puts Christopher Daniels right on top of Andy Douglas, and he cleans him with the elbow.
Took him up into the air, dropped him down across Andy Douglas. Stevens came in to break it up.
Nice headbutt there by Christopher Daniels, and these guys are just so smooth, so crisp. They were unbelievable tag champs. They were.
Split leg moonsault, pin attempt, and another 2 count for Triple X in their effort to regain the NWA Tag Team Championships.
I'll tell you what, Mike, you were so dead on, I think, about the letdown. You can see the Naturals have not even been in this contest from the beginning. And look how quickly, oh, look at that. He misses Chase Stevens, he misses Andy Douglas, so he goes ahead and cracks Chase Stevens. But Andy Douglas got quick there, took advantage of it, throws Primetime out of the ring, and Christopher Daniels can't come in.
Primetime and Stevens out on the floor. Referees distracted by Daniels in the ring. Oh, the snap suplex out on the arena floor at the Asylum as Chase Stevens just took Primetime over.
It looked like Chase Stevens hurt his left shoulder a little bit there when he flipped Primetime over, but you know, you talked about it also, the fact that these guys are so young. They may be immune to the situation of what happened last week, and it looked like it was going to be all Triple X at the beginning, but the Naturals make a nice little comeback here.
Stevens rolls Primetime back in. Douglas still not able to put him away. You know, maybe it's that resiliency that you see from younger athletes. The fact that they are able to bounce back. You see the butterfly bandage still on the head of Andy Douglas, still showing the scars from that physically demanding, physically brutal, first ever historic 6 sides of steel. Stevens in, connects with the drop kick.
Oh, I tell you what, we talked about how smooth and crisp Triple X is on their tags, but another team that has done so well and have worked together since they've been here in TNA, and that is, of course, the Naturals. And they know how to take advantage of situations when the referee's not looking, like nobody I've ever seen. Yeah, you might call them cheap shot artists, but I'll tell you what, they do them fluidly and they do them well.
You know, it's almost as if this blueprint for success that we've seen from the Naturals is trying to be copied by Scott D'Amore and Team Canada. They find themselves on the outside looking in when it comes to that tag title picture. So they're going to try and stir up the pot a little bit. No matter, what ends, what links they have to go to.
Well, if you want to get yourself noticed, you got to get on camera. And that's exactly what Team Canada did. That's exactly what the Naturals did to get to where they are. And now they're tag team champions. They're tag team champions right now.
They got that
Chase
tag
Stevens.
rope.
Yes, they've got Primetime isolated over there in the corner, and they're just going one after the other, and Primetime has got to get to the Fallen Angel to make a tag.
You know, this also has been one of the keys to the success of the Naturals. You talked about the great double team moves, but isolating the opposition, keeping them on your side of the 6-sided ring. We saw it there. They had the tag rope wrapped around the neck of Primetime. They double teamed on him, and it leads to another pin attempt, this time by Douglas.
I'll tell you what, the momentum has turned there as Primetime trying to just fight back as he's swinging there, and Douglas trying to bounce out of the way, and Douglas still in control.
Been like the tale of 2 matches here.
Oh, what a knee right there by Douglas into Primetime. You're right.
Think of how Triple X, right from the opening bell, took control, took advantage of the match. But ever since then, it's been all Naturals. Daniels sent out to the floor, and there's
again,
the double team.
The referee's distracted. Every time that they do that, they know how to take advantage of it. They make a quick tag. Chase Stevens is fresh, and now Primetime has got to get a tag. How much more can he take?
You know, another thing that we pointed out here, Don, for the better part of the last couple of months with this 6-sided ring, advantage goes to the more athletic competitors. And I think that also has helped the Naturals. 2 very athletic, very agile young men. Snap suplex, quick pin attempt, lateral cover, and another near fall for Chase Stevens on Primetime.
Well, they've got their equals in athleticism out there in that ring right now in
Good
Triple
point.
X. I mean, Primetime, take a look at him. Although he's on the bad end of it right now, and Chase Stevens just grinding that knee into his back, and you can see the pain on Primetime's face as he's trying to fight it out. And I'm telling you, the more I see the Naturals, the more impressed I am. I mean, they come back against all odds. I mean, we called it a major upset last week. You watched how they're handling Primetime right here, and you realize it wasn't an upset last week. It was just a hard-fought battle that they won.
And most importantly, they beat AMW.
That's right.
At AMW's own dream match, the Steel Cage.
Oh, man, the Naturals right here just taunting Primetime. And I mean, Primetime on the far end of the ring, nowhere near getting a tag to Christopher Daniels. It's going to be over.
Yeah, about as far really away as you can possibly get.
Douglas just choking him right there. And Primetime just, and look at this, another tag.
Yeah, Primetime really needs to get it going here. Gonna shoot him off into the ropes. Watch the double team move.
Oh, here they go. Could it be the natural disaster?
Gonna go for it early here, but Daniels comes in. He's just frustrated. He just couldn't take it any longer.
Well, he also knew that the shape that Primetime's in right now, he's been in the ring for so long, these guys have took it to him, that if he hadn't done that, the natural disaster would have ended it for Primetime.
Referee Andrew Thomas has had his hands full in this match. The good, quick tags, some of the illegal moves by the Naturals as they look to hold on to those tag team championship belts. Stevens takes Primetime up into the air.
Right on the knee, man alive. How much more can Primetime take? I mean, I know he's a physical specimen, but I mean, come on.
Can't take much more. Backbreaker across the knee. Another 2 count for the Naturals. Primetime.
Another quick tag. Look at these guys. They're just
imperative that he gets Daniels in at this point.
It's
going to be all over.
Yeah, taking a page right out of Triple X's own book. Sharp tags. Keep everybody fresh, and keep one man isolated and the other one not able to get in.
And you notice they have that 4+ second window of opportunity that the referee gives them with the 5 count, and they also love to milk that.
Oh yeah, look at this. As again, the referee's not paying attention. Chase Stevens grabbing on the back of Andy Douglas' arm to get him momentum to pull back on the arm of Primetime.
Referee Thomas.
Again, here he's doing it again.
He's checking.
Look at this.
He's checking to see if Primetime is going to submit. Right there, right in the face of Primetime to see if he gives up, and behind the back of the referee, out of his sight in any case, Chase Stevens adding the leverage from the outside.
I mean, incredible ring positioning by the Naturals, Mike. I mean, they have kept Primetime over here on this side nowhere near the Fallen Angel.
A strategy like this, you usually see employed by a tag team that's been together 5 years or 6 years. I mean, we've always talked about how impressed we are that AMW, only together for a couple of years.
But there's Primetime reaching down with the last little bit of strength he's got and throwing Andy Douglas over. But look at this. I don't know that he's got enough to get up right here.
I'm not sure about his ring awareness at this point. Does he really know where he's at? Does he know where Daniels is positioned, more importantly?
Well, Andrew Thomas is counting him out as you see Douglas getting up first. That was a great second effort there by Primetime to reach in. He's got to get a tag to the Fallen Angel. And he does.
Stevens in from one side, Daniels legal man from the other. Daniels hits the shoulder block, single leg drop kick as he springs in, back elbow. And
look at this. Oh, man, right. Same move that you saw Douglas use earlier, Daniels using it on Stevens.
Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker on Stevens.
Look at that agility. Oh, didn't even know what hit him, Mike.
Running clothesline from the Fallen Angel. Takes down Andy Douglas.
Oh, slams down Chase Stevens.
BME, he's calling for the best moonsault ever.
Here he goes. Does he do it? Oh, does he catch it?
Double swing.
1, 2. Oh, Andy Douglas just in time. Well, but Christopher Daniels, he's been frustrated now. He gets a tag in.
Boy, it looked like Triple X was going to take this match and take the tag titles. Daniels hit the BME, but you saw the save.
There's the teamwork that they do.
Combination,
Here
suplex, crossbody block.
1, 2. Whoa!
Wait a minute, what happened? Andy Douglas pulled referee Thomas out. I'm not sure if he was going to come down with the 3 count or not, but just for insurance, he pulled the official off the pin attempt.
I don't even know that it was necessary. It looked like Chase Stevens might have got his shoulder up.
That's what I thought.
And I don't think Andy Douglas was going to call the pin out, but
I think it was just an insurance
Andy
move.
Thomas. Oh, what a move there by Primetime over the top of the rope.
Slingshot into a twisting cross body block. May have hit his elbow on the steel, however. Meanwhile, check the action back in the ring. This is he calls this the natural selection. Double underhook, but it's broken up by Daniels. Perfect counter.
Oh, great counter. Great enziguri kick right there by Christopher Daniels, and this is his chance.
Angel's wings. He called for the BME. He hit the best moonsault ever. Now he's calling for the Angel's wings. He's got him.
Oh, wait a minute.
No,
Scott D'Amore out here again.
D'Amore with the hockey.
He was distracted. Here comes the natural disaster. Oh,
they hit it. Here's the pin. Here's 2. Naturals keeps the title thanks to D'Amore again.
It's the distraction again.
The winner of the match, and still NWA World Tag Team Champions, the Naturals.
Just that momentary distraction. Just what it looked like. Christopher Daniels is going to get the pin for Triple X. And now look at D'Amore.
He's calling for the beatdown right here.
He's sending all the troops.
Calls in all of Team Canada. And like you mentioned, Mike, Christopher Daniels looked up for just 1 second. That 1 second was all that it takes, and you can't blame him. There's a giant load up there with a hockey stick. You're going to look. But it was all it took. and the Naturals retained their titles, and now you see it's a
5-on-1,
ball. This is
5-on-2 at this point. Team Canada members,
look at this.
led by D'Amore, as the coach loves it, using the hockey stick as well on Triple X.
He used the whip earlier on AMW, now the hockey stick is Team Canada. You talk about trying to get noticed, and here they come.
Here comes AMW. Here comes Harrison Storm to clear the ring.
And you see everybody else bailing.
Whoa, Scott D'Amore.
Let's hear what the Cowboy has to say, James Storm.
No, hey, Scott D'Amore, your days are numbered. We will get our hands on you. And Naturals, you better believe that we are going to get back our NWA World Tag Team titles, because this man and me, we are the best.
Well, you hear him claiming to be the best, and Primetime grabs the mic.
Let's hear from Primetime.
No, Chris, I got this. I got this. Week in and week out, you two claim that y'all the best tag team in TNA. Meanwhile, Triple X, 4 matches to 1. Even hell, the Naturals got you guys 2-1. As far as I'm concerned, you ain't all that.
The problem is, when you was Triple X, there was 3 of you. I only see 2 of you boys.
You know what? If you think you all of that, why don't you prove it?
Oh!
Whoa, here we
You
go.
saw it as they're trying to pull apart.
Let's go to Scott Hudson with the Alpha Male.